Welcome to the Moto Lounge where we talk everything moto. This episode 39,
I'm Jason.
and I'm Justin. You know, um, before we get into it, before we
Oh,
get
come
into it,
on. I was
no, no,
ready.
no, no, no.
What?
If you haven't subscribed, click the button. It is free. We are stuck at 81. We're trying to get 200 subscribers. Come on. So if you're watching, just tap the button. Do us all a favor. Now we can go. First things first, Kenny. Kenny with the championship.
The red plate looked really good on there, but you know what? When they slapped that number 1 on there,
It
it
looked
was
even
gold.
better.
Oh man, that's gonna look so nice next season.
And
Mm. Nice.
you know what? Like I said before, and if anybody's watching that can relate to it, it just felt different. I am 20 something
Yes.
years old. I'm not saying my exact age, but I'm 20 something years old. I've seen 20 plus different championships, supercross, motocross, 250 East, 250 West, outdoors 250s. I've watched all of it. But this one,
Did hit different.
it hit different. Like, I don't even know how to explain. I felt it. I felt it right here. I felt it in the back of my throat. I felt
It's
the
like
tears.
we were all there with Kenny. We felt it.
Yeah, it was like it was definitely something special. After everything he's out like overcome and all the negative Nancy's out there, that I did say something at the before
Mm.
halftime, or before the half. And you know, from being 38 points back to ending up winning the championship is just a crazy story on top of that to add to it. It's just
No,
crazy.
it's a good championship. It was a good series. We had ups, downs, changing of the red plate. I am very happy that Kenny got it though, and he got the championship. It
Yep.
was a good fight for all of all of the guys that were in that class. I mean, just overall, just it was good. Just a good race.
And I
Loved
mean,
it.
last episode, I told you I didn't think that Hunter or Roczen was gonna win, and I said that I think Chase. I'm just saying. So if you're new to this podcast and you're listening right now, I've already said it a week in advance. Not a week, but whatever, the week of. But
Right.
still, I don't know. I'm happy. Obviously, we're both happy. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are happy that Kenny's the one that walked away with that championship. I mean, at the end of the day, he's at the end of his career. Hunter still got quite a few more years, and he has to go compete with his brother and the rest of the class. So
That's right.
you know,
Hunter
his
did good. He put up a good fight.
and he looked great
His
all year.
He was very consistent. You know, it just little bobble, little mistake, and costed him the championship.
Which
So
I've also talked about in previous podcasts. So it's like, that's one thing with him is the pressure. He's not the best with yet, but I think he'll get there, maybe.
yeah, I
But
think he needs to focus on having the patience and just wait for it to come to him, not try to push forward and slide out or over jump or just little mistakes. I think he would have been just fine if he would have waited a little bit longer. That's all.
that's all he should have done is just wait. I mean, it was still like there was so much
There's a lot
time.
of racing.
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
lot of racing, so much time left, and he just didn't have the patience. And look where it led. So
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
happens. Live and you learn, right?
yeah, but these types of mistakes are rookie mistakes. He should know better by now. You know what I mean? And the thing is, especially going into this season, and how many times it's already happened, he should. After the first two times, he should have been like, okay, this is what I got to do, and this is how I change it. He did it twice
Mm.
already this year, the same mistakes. this is something that should have been fixed. No excuses.
Hopefully, it puts a new horizon on his mistakes here, and then maybe he can fix them. He needs to fix them. I mean, that those are mentally, it's going to eat at you.
Like my mom said, there's always next year. I just, I don't know, man. I don't see him beating his brother. I just don't. Like, I just don't see it. But this season is where it matters. Suzuki back on top. I
Number one play,
I
really good on.
truly I truly didn't think I would ever say that, not ever say that again, but I don't think I would have like I didn't think I was ever going to be able to say that for a while. Like Suzuki being on top as a championship bike, you know? And that's not me throwing shade or me being
That's
disrespectful.
just look at the
It's
riders that are on Honda. Look at the riders that are on Yamaha that were higher up here than the Suzuki. But I mean, Roczen's doing a fantastic job to get that thing up on the podium.
well, look at the last few years, right? Roxon's been hurt some years. And before that, Suzuki only had two riders that were barely even making main events. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'm saying like I didn't think anything of this. And the fact that I get to see it and say it, it just feels good.
Suzuki. Oof. How many people are going to go out and buy them
A lot,
now?
a lot. Like
Kenny can do it. And
think about the last few years, right? We've had a KTM championship like a while ago, over the years. Cowie, Honda,
yeah.
Yamaha. There hasn't been a Suzuki in a very long time. So
Mm.
you have all these other brands dominating. You just don't expect it. That's like me saying like, oh, Husky's gonna go get a championship, even though they're gone after this year. But it's like it's just something that hasn't happened in so long.
Right. To see it change is it's good to see. It's good
Yeah,
to see.
different,
So congratulations, Kenny. That was a amazing race and amazing season. I mean, he did a
yeah,
good job.
big time. And it's gonna look good with the number one next year. It's gonna look real good. And I
Look even
know,
better. Red background is still behind there, so he needs to stay on top.
hey, I know. Okay, no disrespect toward Webb, but Roczen is gonna do a better job defending his title next year than Webb this year. And I know it. Like, yes, as long as everybody stays healthy, I pray they all do. But I'm just saying, like, as long as everybody's healthy, they come back, blah blah. Right? Everything's good next year. Roczen is gonna put up a mean fight. Like, yeah, he might not sit there and go and win. Maybe he will. I think he's definitely gonna win maybe a round or two next year. But I'm just saying, like, he's still gonna like fight to be on that podium, just like he did this year. He's gonna fight every race. And now he has a number one plate. I think it's gonna be a different level.
I
That's what I
think
think. That's just what I think.
we see how everything plays out and see around the time that it comes back into play. And I think he's going to work hard. I think he's going to fight and another good round. Unless someone just comes back and just takes off with it, or comes up into the season for the first time and just runs away with it.
No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I don't see that at all.
We'll
The
see how Deegan does outdoor.
It's not even that. Let's see how Jet comes back off of his injury. Deegan's a lot. Like I said in the last podcast, I can't sit there and pinpoint or predict where Deegan's gonna be because he hasn't even rode it yet. So we'll see after motocross, and then you'll see what I have to say after motocross. But for right now, I ain't I ain't on that. Obviously, I want to see Deegan do great. I do, but I don't think by the time Supercross next year, I don't see Jet letting him just do that. And I don't think Deegan's just going to go out and let Jet do that because that's not going to happen. And hopefully by next year, Chase's bike is to par so he could run. Tomac, depending
That'd
on
be
how he
really
does,
good.
like you said, depending on how he does on motocross is depending if how we see him next year. If he's even, I don't know I don't know.
We don't
But
know.
say he does great in motocross and then he comes out next year in supercross. You got to make sure that bike is good for him because I think it's the bike. It's not well. This I'm not talking about this crash that he had last night. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying like the end of the second half of the season, how he kind of just looked bad. I'm just saying I think that was the bike. I'm not saying these two crashes he's had in the last 4 weeks. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the bike. If that's looking good next year, I don't think he'll allow that type of stuff to happen either. And then you got Roczen coming off a championship. I think we're gonna see a different Roczen next year. And the thing with Roczen, I think every year it's just he's improving and he's just getting older and he's improving. He's getting wiser too. So that's a big, that's what I'm saying. So going into next year, we're gonna have a lot to talk about as usual, and I think Kenny's gonna defend it better than what Webb did this year. I love Webb, just saying that. That's not disrespect. So
Wait and see, but no, Kenny did good. Everyone else did pretty good. It's gonna fall over into the motocross, and that's gonna work up even more.
yep,
It's a whole new championship,
yep.
and
So
I'm ready.
congratulations again to Kenny.
Yep.
Also, Sexton won, which that's four in a row at that stadium that he's won, which
Right.
is pretty
It's got
cool.
a good streak going on.
Yep. Um, my boy Jay Coop was second. Hey, you know what?
Good.
Keep
Congratulations.
keep yapping.
Congratulations.
Keep yapping. He keeps getting
I
podiums the more you yap about him.
know he does. I know. I
We're
need to
going to
stop.
motocross where he does better anyway, so we'll see. Maybe some third
I'm gonna
places we'll see there.
I'm gonna put him in my calculations all the time. I'm gonna say very good stuff, and we'll see
And
what
he's gonna do
happens.
very bad. Don't do that. Keep talking. Okay, so and then we had Prado. He got his second
Hey,
podium this year, and
yeah,
that's a big deal for him because now we're going to his type of riding on a bike he is on this year that he's been
that
on
he's
his the whole
comfortable.
life basically. So it,
Right.
it is a big deal for him, and that I'm happy for him because I've been rooting on this guy since he did the selective rounds before he went back to MXGP. I wanted to see him do good, but obviously I knew Supercross was going to be a tough one for him. But these last about 5 rounds, I think he's looked
He did good.
he looked like
Really
he
good.
finally figured it out.
Right.
And so I hope he takes this boost and we're going outdoors. We'll talk more about that in the next few weeks, but I just hope he brings that same energy over there and he does well. So,
I hope he brings more energy because that's his playground. So I hope
exactly.
that you know he really throws it down out there. That'd be a whole new situation with
A whole
everybody.
new world.
Basically,
And the
I
thing
think
is though is like, okay, so you look at last year and he wasn't clicking with that Kawasaki. Now I'm happy he at least rode those rounds last year and now he knows those tracks. So going into this year, as long
he
as he gets
knows
the bike
what
right,
fits. Yeah,
so that's something we're going to talk about in the next week or two because motocross is on the 30th of this month. So,
that's right.
and that's it for the 450 class. Congratulations, Kenny. Congrats to the top 3 at the last round of the year as for the finale. That's that's huge. Who could have predicted that podium though?
Nobody.
But everybody likes to comment on our stuff saying, well, did you know Sexton was gonna win? I mean, I did, but like, did y'all? Probably not. So, anyways, going into 250s though, now that showdown was great. So the
That was
whole the whole night was just perfect. It was a great, and like what I was telling you is like Okay, well on West Coast we had basically Deegan dominate. Obviously he
Hmm.
didn't win the first one, but he dominated after that. Then you go east and Davies didn't win two of them, but he dominated at the end and he still won the championship. And no one can keep up with these guys, right? So us going into this showdown, right? And they battled with each other. Just
Yeah.
that shows the level that those two are on compared to the rest of the class because none of those other guys are doing that at all.
No, they don't even come close to it.
And even at the other showdowns, right? They weren't doing that with each other.
No, the championships were on the line, man. You
Yeah,
got to
but
make sure that they're dialed in
it
first.
doesn't matter. Deegan was winning by 10 seconds. That it's just so going into this one and they were head in head,
Yeah.
it just made it better. And yes, Deegan crashed, but they had fun. They did. You seen them after? They were just
Yeah.
laughing and having a good time. And it's
No, that was good racing.
and it's Deegan's last 250 race, so it looked like from when the camera showed him, it looked like he had fun. So for that being your last ride on the 250 and you just went out there and had fun,
That's the way to do it.
exactly.
Build up your confidence. You're not stressed out, and you move into the next class.
You know,
Time to get excited.
and after so if Davies goes out there and wins outdoors, then he comes back and defends his title. We'll be seeing him on a 450 next year motocross.
Mm. They need to, I mean, think about it though. You got to have someone else chase down Jet, and I could still say Hunter because he's right behind him usually.
You know,
So,
and if Chase gets it together, someone has to chase him, and
mhm.
depending on how Deegan
Tomac
does, Tomac, Webb's still a hard person to be out there. It's just
and then Prado. Ooh, what if he gets his stuff dialed? Like
he might be pretty good. He
could
has the
see.
speed. You could see that. Like the last few weeks, he has the speed. So
Yeah. And apparently that KTM's got a package that Eli's excited about. So go figure.
yeah,
Put both of those guys on that package. They might do some damage out there. I'm just saying.
yeah. I don't know. It was just a great night. It was a great night. That was a great night. It was definitely my favorite race of the year. Like round, the whole
Overall.
entire round, the whole overall, and that's
Even
hard.
better.
That's hard
Yeah,
for
even
me.
better than Daytona for you.
Yes,
Like what?
I did not like the track, but the overall night of the riding for the 250s and the 450s overall was just great. Because even look when Roczen got passed, like look at all of them. They were like
Yeah.
ants. They just do. You know what I mean? It was just it's crazy, and everybody was just fighting for positions. And I swear it just hasn't been like that this year. Like where it's
Not
just
like that. No.
back and forth, or whatever. It just
It was really good entertainment. I enjoyed myself. It was very,
I did too.
very entertaining. So I like it. But
Well,
Supercross is over. That is it. That's it. It's done.
yep.
Done.
This is our last episode. Took
Done.
took 39 episodes to get through Supercross.
Cool.
So now we need a new title. Are we gonna go episodes again for motocross? What are we doing?
We're gonna change it up.
Got to figure something out.
Season 2.
Maybe. I don't know.
Part of motocross. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. I don't know. This podcast was just little sum up. What was the podium for the 250s? Cole Davies won, Kitchen second, and Max Anstey
Mm,
third.
yep.
So that was that podium. Are we missing anything else? Oh, what about the PC boys? They both crashed right like back to back in
Right
that
after
like
each other. Whoops.
yeah.
Man. I
McAdoo
was hoping we
and
were gonna be
then
doing.
Hammaker. That was actually crazy timing because McAdoo was like going sideways, going down, and then all of a sudden the cameras go over and Hammaker's down at the end of the whoops. One went down in the middle, the other one went down at the end. It was just like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
What That's about it. I mean, highlight of the
Eli,
night.
he crashed and
Oh yeah.
hurt his hip,
Yep.
or not his hip. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
other
the
leg.
opposite hip.
Yeah,
He landed on his
but
foot peg.
he's still
He'll
gonna
be
be
in
there for motor.
motocross.
Be ready.
He got what, 2 weeks off? He just needs to put some ice on it and chill out for 2 weeks or like a week at least.
I don't know. It depends on how bad it bit him, because those pegs, they're like razor blades, man. They'll tear your muscle up like hamburger meat.
He's probably really bruised badly. I mean, you seen the whole crash. It wasn't even like he just landed on the thing. He was just in the. It was terrible.
Right.
Well, I
Hard
don't know.
impact.
Anything else? Poor
Hope
Hunter.
you enjoyed it. It was a fun little season of Supercross, and
You know.
I'm ready for the outdoors.
Oh, I'm so ready. And guess what? We get to talk about it real soon.
That's right.
So, if you got this far and you haven't left a like or a comment or subscribe, what are you doing?
Right. Even if you just say hi to us, we'll comment back. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe.
Subscribing's free. Liking's free. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for a penny. Just hit the buttons. It helps us get to other people that might enjoy us. If not, well, they don't enjoy us.
Yeah.
But we'll be for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, however long we got, we'll be talking about people coming back from injury like 250, such as Julian Bomir, to Jet Lawrence in the 450s, to Chance Jaimes, to Joe Shimoto. We're talking all of it. And our predictions for motocross. So make sure you tap in. I'm telling you, subscribe. We talk about it all.